Hi, I'm Josh from Apt. I've got here in my hand an iPad. I got the keyboard on the screen. Let's learn a little bit more about how to use this keyboard, and there's a lot of tricks on how to make it more efficient and type faster. All right, so here we have our iPad. I'm going to enter my notes so that I can create a new message here in my notes, and I see I got the on-screen keyboard. The on-screen keyboard flips landscape if you turn your iPad landscape. Otherwise, it's going to remain at the bottom of the dock. If you hold the keyboard icon down, you could undock it. And now it's kind of floating around. But let's put it back on the bottom of the screen. There's another feature there that you may see called split. I could choose split and it's going to split the keyboard. Now, I could also do it like this. This is fantastic for people that type with their thumbs on their iPhones. You'll find it actually pretty comfortable, even though it's spread apart. I'm going to put it back. All right, so let's get to it. I'm going to begin my sentence with the word the. The first letter I type, T, you'll notice is capital. And that was because the shift button was held down. Like on a regular keyboard, you hold shift, you press your letter, it's capitalized. The next letters I typed here for the word are all lowercase. Now, what if I wanted to make it all capital? If I double tap, it's locked in caps mode. So now each letter I type is in capital letters. So keep that in mind, but try not to do that all the time and scream at people when you're texting or sending iMessages. It's kind of annoying. But if you need it, double tap your shift key there and you could lock it in. So those are a couple options just to get started. Now, another option is the quick type feature. So along the top, you're going to have this little bar. And as I type, this is a V-I-D. There it is, the word video. I don't have to keep typing. I could tap the word video to fill it in. If you don't want that bar, you don't need it, you're annoyed by it, you can go in here and drag it down, or you could drag it up to bring it back. So that's a new option with the current iOS. All right, so some other features here. The space bar has some secret things going on here. So the sentence, this is a video, and if I double tap my space bar, it made a period. And now I could begin typing my next sentence. What if I wanted to space over without the period, two finger tapping, spaces over 2 times without making a period? Well, what if I wanted to maybe go 3 times, 3 fingers? It went 3 times. And guess what happens when I use 4 fingers? It goes 4 times. If I'm in landscape mode and I press 8 fingers down on the space bar, it will space 8 times. Kind of a cool feature if you ever need it. All right, so I want to select everything and delete it. If I double tap my screen twice, I'll get the select all option. And now I could just hit my delete button here. So double tapping will allow you to basically select everything on your screen and delete it if you want to. Or you could have, let's see here, let's get some text on the screen. What if I double tap select all and now I want to copy it? Or I could have cut it. Cutting it was just like a computer. I could then double tap and I could paste it. Or I could move into a iMessage and paste it there. And I could bounce around between things. My favorite website is www.abt.com. If I double tap, select all, and cut it, I could jump over to Safari. I could tap on my URL, double tap again, and then I could paste that URL and go. Otherwise, while we're in Safari, let's say I need to go to a school. Let's say I'm making this up, so I don't know, www.isu. I need to say edu now. If I hold the period button down, I've got a quick tool to jump into different endings of URLs. So there I go. Kind of a nice feature. Otherwise, let's get back to regular typing. So another thing on the keyboard you're going to notice here are the 1, 2, 3 numbers. So if I tap the 1, 2, 3, I have a new panel of numbers. I have a new panel of characters. So that's a quick way for you to go back and forth, of course, between the regular A through Z and your number and special characters. But what if I wanted a cents logo, not the $sign? Tap and hold down, and you're going to see different options. Same thing with many others. If you tap and hold down, you're going to find some options. Even if I go back into the regular keyboard, what if I want the letter A with that little accent on the top? Tap and hold down, and you're going to see some new options for you to throw in there. So, cool way to operate your keyboard with those little hidden things. Outside of that, you got your voice control feature, which is fantastic. I'm going to tap it. Let's enable dictation. Hello, this is a test. I am using my voice to write text on my iPad! Exclamation point. New line. Great. Exclamation point. Kind of cool. Double tap, I could select all, I can cut it, paste it, whatever. All right. So let's see some other options here. What about other languages? Common question we get here. I'm going to get out of the actual Notes app. Let's jump into settings here, and we're going to go into General, in which case you have at the bottom here, Keyboard. So with Keyboard, I have the option to get inside the keyboards, which I currently have English and then those funny little faces, but I need to add a new keyboard. And I can go in here and I'm going to say, well, let's see, I'm going to type a different language here. Let's type Japanese. And this is the type of Japanese that I want. Done. Now I've just added a new language. So let's go back and type our notes some more. Now we've got the globe that I tap on, and now I have these little funny faces. But let's tap the globe again. And here I have my characters from that new language I just added. And I could type those characters just like normal. Tap that globe, get out of there, you're back in the US keyboard. So you could add pretty much, there's really a whole bunch of languages listed inside here, and you can go through there and find a language that you need if you wanted to add a second language to, or a third or a fourth, and then add that to your regular keyboard. So those are a couple good features there. And the other thing that's something that you may know or may not, let's see, this is a test. All right, I'm going to select all, and I'm going to cut it. Oops, I didn't mean to cut it. Now what? Let's shake my iPad a little bit. Undo cut. I could undo it and go back. So if I've accidentally deleted a bunch of stuff, then don't fret. Just shake it, and then you'll be good to go. So those are some good features on the iPad's keyboard to help you out. So I hope those tips helped you out, and maybe you learned something today. Check out App.com's YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe to some of maybe our other training videos.